All right, viewer, this would be a message for you and the person on your mind. So show me the energy of the viewer and the person on the viewer's mind. So what is the mutual energy here? Two of Pentacles. All right, so we could be kind of in an in-between stage here, kind of going back and forth here. I'm kind of just getting like a little bit of a yo-yo. So it could be kind of up and down, maybe not quite balanced here. There could be a decision here. Interesting. Queen of Cups on the bottom, water sign energy here. You could be trying to determine whether or not like you want to emotionally invest in this. Show me more on the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, all right, that's a lot. We'll take it. Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. Should I stay or should I go? It's kind of this energy of like sort of holding on here. Not necessarily sure whether or not we're ready to walk away or emotionally detach. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like an in-between. Yeah, it's like, should I? Should I or shouldn't I? Interesting. All right, let me just get one more on this Two of Pentacles then. Because there's still like a little bit of a holding on. This is like mutual, right? So it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Thank you, Spirit. So a little bit 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Somebody could be afraid that you're going to walk away here or vice versa. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, should I invest in this or not? Is this going to pay off? Is something going to come from this? Is something going to come from this? It's very interesting. So whether one or the both of you are waiting here for a decision, I will say it's leaving one or both of you like wondering, it also like wondering what to do here, because it's hard to emotionally invest in something that would feel like there hasn't been like a choice in a while, or we're just kind of waiting. So it's like, regardless if it's intentional or not, it's hard to connect here. It's hard to emotionally stay connected in this situation. Interesting. All right. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom, Seven of Cups. That's what I'm saying. It's like, is this a pipe dream here? You know, Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. We could be kind of feeling like we're fantasizing about this 222, imagining this beginning, but like, is it going to happen? That's what I'm hearing. Like, should I just cut my losses here? All right, show me the viewer's energy and switch, you know, take what side most resonates for you. So show me the viewer. Seven of Swords. Oh, there's some sneaky energy here. You could feel like you don't trust this energy. So I'm saying you could be like not trusting. Yeah, King of Cups. This could have to do, again, we had, so now we see the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, water sign energy. Doesn't have to be, but there's a pair. And this is about the emotional investment, right? Like this is about the emotional investment. So this person, you could feel like this person could be a little bit like playing with your emotions here. Now, take what side resonates. This could be this person. I mean, I will say this though. If this is like the other person, there's an energy here that may play some emotional games here if they're feeling like they're not getting the results they're looking for. I don't love the Seven of Swords, King of Cups. All right, show me more here. The Fool, yeah. Here's a new beginning energy. Turn in the back here. So I'm saying, like, I don't feel like you really want to be playing games here. I feel like you may feel like someone's playing games with you. I do. You also may have felt that maybe a little, it's sort of like this, kind of getting, it's like, do you play me for a fool? You know, like, because I actually feel like for you, you're like, I'm not that naive. I'm not that naive. Because I kind of feel like this energy is, this could be you, this could be one energy, but I feel like this is one energy's energy. Kind of like, like very willing to, like once you see something, cut something off. And it's interesting because the other energy could feel like it just feels like there's not a straightforward energy here. We'll get into it, but like for whatever reason, we're not being direct. It's like there's a lot of indirect communication, or like one person feeling like they're being played with and the other person feeling like they're being played with. All right, show me the Fool. Page of Cups. A lot of cups. So you could be kind of going towards something new here. So I'm getting two messages. One, like, again, one foot in, one foot out. Maybe you guys are not fully committed. Maybe you're just kind of in this in-between stage, but this would be you being like, I'm just going to go towards new energy. Now, if this is about this person, you could have felt like you kind of, you know, like maybe I was naive. Maybe I went into this blindly. Maybe I went into this blindly. Okay. Show me this person's energy. And again, switch whatever side you see fit. I will say this energy is kind of blending together. So I'll just keep reading the energies like this, but take what resonates here, because there is a sense of like both people feeling imbalanced. Both energies don't feel as much in control. I feel like there's one energy, this could be either that's a little bit more in control. But the other one would be trying to. It's very interesting. Show me more. World card energy. All right. So they could feel like this is potentially over. But if that's the case, they're watching you. They have their eye on you still, though. This person could be waiting for something to close out because, again, there could be an ending. They could see you in a new beginning. They could feel maybe, again, that you're, if this is them, that you're trying to get at them with what you're doing by moving on. Again, this could be the other energy. But, you know, I'm just kind of getting like someone watching you here. Okay, that's a lot, but fine. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Well, 2 10s here. So this could have been something that either was long-term or was looking to be long-term. 10 of Wands, but there's some burdens here, right? Like something was heavy. Maybe this energy, like they're carrying some weight on this. They're carrying some weight here because it does feel like for some of you, like if this is more of like an energy that you're splitting up from even, there's quite a lot of history here. This person could feel like sometimes they carry a lot of financial burdens maybe, or there's a financial burden here in some way, shape, or form. With the 5 of Wands, I do feel like there's conflict around this too. So there could be arguing, or they could just feel like there's conflict here, like going at each other in a certain way. Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. I mean, this has an exhausted energy to it. But with the Magician, that's what I'm saying. It's sort of like, because like, look at the Wounded Warrior here. It's like, this feels like in some way a battle. And it's kind of an exhausting battle. But thank you, Spirit. It almost feels like though, like with the Magician, Knight of Wands, it's like this Magician, it's kind of like it's like trying to wear someone down. Which I don't love this energy. It's like trying to wear someone down. Gemini. Okay. How do they feel? Oop, I messed that all up. Hold up. Thank you, Spirit. How do they feel? Hold on a second. Okay. A little bit of recalibrating here. Okay. How do they feel about the viewer? Thank you. Judgment. So this is a big deal here. There is a judgment here. I feel like if someone ended something, there's a judgment here. Like because I feel you moving on here. Potentially, or you're just looking away. Again, one energy is kind of like looking away and not kind of like really engaging. And this other energy is having like a reckoning here. Is definitely having a reckoning here. Page of Pentacles, they may have felt like they learned something. There could be children involved. It doesn't have to be because we have children. We have like pages on both sides here. The Chariot. It's sort of this sense of like, now I know what I need to be successful. The other thing I'm also getting specifically, if this is like a divorce or there's just children involved in a relationship, this could be something around like a recognition of what's going to happen in terms of even distance, in terms of what it looks like to move on here and what that, like distance could be a factor here for someone. Like, but if that's the case, I feel like it's worrying. Like this would be a situation where someone would be like, okay, well, I'm moving, you know, or we're moving away. And someone would have like difficulty with that. Like they're having like, I feel like this is like, oh, I'm starting to recognize now what this means. Can I see this? Yeah, Queen of Cups. A reckoning around a Queen of Cups. Like, there's that King of Cups, Queen of Cups here again. Show me on this Queen of Cups, because this is a very loving energy, this Queen of Cups, you know. Yeah, Death card. There's a reckoning around an ending with the Queen of Cups here. Scorpio energy. But this is what I'm saying. You know, death and judgment can be a rebirth here. It can be a rebirth here. That's what I'm saying. You could feel like somebody might be coming in with even apology or some testing the waters here. But in the past, then I feel like you wouldn't have trusted this. So I think this is very interesting. It's very difficult here. This person's having difficulty. Then, because there's like endings on the 2 10s, death and the world on this side, and judgment. Like, there's a lot of ending here, and there's more of a new beginning on this side. Can I just see how this energy, a little bit more of how they're feeling about this? Like, what do they want? 3 of Pentacles to work on something. 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords to potentially, again, there's more energy of distance or travel, but this feels like traveling towards, like it's more going towards this 3 of Pentacles, like kind of wanting to clear the air and potentially work on something here, work together. Temperance, bring harmony, bring balance. Okay, can I see a little bit more on this side? 6 of Wands, looking victorious here. Again, there's this energy here with the 6 of Wands and the Page of Cups and the Fool. This could be like getting recognized, getting some acknowledgement. There could be something public. Again, on either of your sides. But like this energy feels like, you know, I mean, in some way it would be like on social media, like getting some validation or something. It doesn't have to be another person. It's just like there's some level of attention. Thank you, Spirit. There's some level of attention on this side. Now, again, this could be someone wanting to get your attention, but that's why, like, you could feel like it's manipulative, especially if you are kind of trying to move on. Again, this could be you, right? Like, and someone else is kind of doing that. But if that's the case, it does feel like manipulative in some way, like trying to prove a point, like I'm moving on. Show me how this energy feels about all these endings here. Queen of Swords, holding boundaries. Being kind of very clear on this too. 4 Cups. Yeah, I mean, there's disappointment, but we're almost like kind of clear on it. And even in that case, I do feel like this would be kind of difficult to, it's even like this energy even wouldn't necessarily be ready to be moving on. They're still disappointed. They're still looking at these 3 of Cups. But I also feel like this energy would feel like I kind of know, like I expect to be disappointed. Like I know what I'm getting here. Like I don't really expect anything else. There's almost like a little bit of jadedness, but based on experience. Wheel of Fortune, and look, 10, 10, 10. You know, 10 of Swords, and ending here. Like kind of like, it's almost like radically accepting something, be like, something's got to change, you know, or like, we just gotta move forward. All right, show me some advice for the viewer, and then I will extend this for subscribers and keep going. Show me for advice for the viewers. Hermit, well, more 9s, but Virgo energy. This is kind of keeping to yourself, deeply reflecting here, kind of going within. This is a little bit of going with, it's very interesting because with the Hermit and the Knight of Swords is a card of communication. I feel like this is almost like holding back. This is a little bit like holding back communication here. Maybe even not letting yourself be influenced by some information that's coming towards you, because your initial advice is to like kind of go within and keep to yourself, keep quiet and deeply reflect. And if there's Knight of Swords energies around you, like try not to be influenced by other energies. 2 of Cups on the bottom, 3 of Cups at the bottom. There could be some third-party energy here. It doesn't have to be. All right, my loves, but I will continue this for subscribers. with that being said, I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings.